Michael Medved Show.
Michael, thank you. Last time I called to articulate why the conspiracy theory sponsored by the state that you cling to about 9/11 is full of holes, you actually hung up on me. So I hope this time we can actually talk about the
Well,
facts.
we're going to run out of time. What's your point?
Okay, the point is that 9/11 was a military industrial intelligence complex, black budget false flag psyop directed against the American people and the people of the world. And it wasn't done by 19 guys with box cutters, with OBL and KSM with the laptops. They didn't
Why did
stand.
they do it?
What?
Why did they do it?
Because there was an attack on American freedom. It was to launch the clash of civilizations as propounded by all the Straussians. It brought the enemy image against all of the Muslim
William,
world.
why was the first response to 9/11 to drive the Taliban out of Afghanistan?
Because
Afghanistan doesn't have any oil.
no, but now Afghanistan has a lot more opium money coming out of it. Heroin, right, drives the.
Okay, so in other words, the thought of the Bush administration is we need to control more of the heroin trade.
Oh, I didn't say the Bush.
That's why they blew up the building.
Michael, don't mince my words. I didn't say the Bush administration did 9/11. They helped cover it up, but that's treason also. In addition to complicity after the fact in mass murder.
So,
But
okay, you'll reveal for the waiting multitude as soon as we come back from the break who exactly perpetrated 9/11, because William, it sounds like you really know. If you agree with William or you disagree with me on any issue before the public, it's Disagreement Day.
The Medved studio lines are courtesy of MediaState.com, the leading internet filter to protect your family. Disagreement Day.
You're a jerk. All right.
Get off the air. Michael Medved.
Get off the radio, Medved.
The Michael Medved Show.
No, I'm not getting the radio, but you can get on if you disagree. It is Disagreement Day, 1-800-955-1776. The California fire emergency, no disagreement there. It's a real emergency. No, I don't think the CIA started it. But Feed the Children is actually trying to do something to help. And they are a great operation. They're ready to deliver much-needed water, ready to like cleaning supplies, baby food, and more. Call 877-714-KIDS, where you can go to our website and contribute. You contribute just a few bucks. You can buy close to 100 pounds of relief supplies that can help people a great deal. Let's go back to William in Los Angeles. William, let me just ask you a few questions. I mean, you're what would be considered a 9/11 truther. You don't think that the story that the whole world knows about the 19 Arab individuals affiliated with Al Qaeda, you don't really think they perpetrated the death of 3,000 Americans, right?
I'm sure they would have liked to, but they didn't have the means or the opportunity to do it in the way that it's been described to us.
Okay, so let me ask you a couple of questions. There have been, since 9/11, there have been more than 4,000 deadly episodes of Islamo-Nazi terror around the world. Many of them places like Algeria and Indonesia and India that you don't hear about. Thailand, Philippines, they killed 8 people in a terrible bombing in Manila over the weekend. Do you think that those are also staged by the military-industrial complex in America, or are they real Islamo-Nazi bad guys who are killing people?
Oh, there are fundamentalists and reactionaries from every culture and religion in this world. There are people who want to seek to murder innocent people, and they exist in all cultures. I do not deny that, but I want to focus.
Wait. You're not answering the question. Do you accept the fact, for instance, let's go before 9/11 now. We had the Khobar Towers, we had the blowing up of the East Africa embassies, we had the attack on the USS Cole, we had the first World Trade Center bombing. Do you think those were also the military-industrial complex, or were those Islamo-Nazi bad guys?
Some of them, I'm sure, were what you would call organic terrorism, and some of them were artificial synthetic terrorism designed by Western intelligence agencies.
Right.
I don't want to get into...
1993 bombing of the World Trade Center, where 6 people died, over 1,000 were injured. They almost brought down the buildings. Was that done by the people like Ramzi Yousef and the blind sheikh from Brooklyn who actually stood trial and were convicted?
Well, if you go look at the New York Times, there's actually an FBI informant who was actually in that group who did that bombing. So I think if you go with 93 bombing of the World Trade Center and Oklahoma City, both done under Clinton, I say that those were also inside jobs to have, with...
Okay, so why? See, I still don't get it. What's the point.
Well, if you see
Why,
that,
why do you believe? First of all, do you think that the government is so confident that it could cover things up, but so incompetent that if they're going to bother to blow up 6 people and 1,000 injured, and the World Trade Center 92, they couldn't take the building down?
well, I think the people who architected were hoping that there would be more casualties so they could run through their new terrorist legislation and crack down on the freedoms that we have in this country.
William, if these people are so capable and so competent that they have covered this up all these years, how could they be so incompetent that they plant dynamite but they don't put enough to take down the buildings? That's insane.
It's not been covered up. It's hidden in plain sight. Just because you won't talk about the actual facts that are in newspapers and mainstream media doesn't mean that it's not out there.
Okay.
And
nice.
And Michael,
It's really sad. You see, let me just pass on something. It just doesn't know your life with this stuff. Your success, your relationships.
Michael, you're refusing to actually discuss the facts once again.